Hello everybody, welcome back to some Fallout 4. Picking up where we left off, we're still playing the quadruple agent game here. We're about to do the battle for Bunker Hill, and like I said, I think I can do this while maintaining my standing with the Institute and everybody else.
I've been waiting for you.
So let's see.
So, what's our situation?
I assume you've been briefed? Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The situation appears to have escalated. A covert approach is likely impossible. The mission's parameters just changed. We go in shooting. Requesting
Alright.
relay now.
You must be terminated.
So yeah, as you can see, there's some railroad heavies here. Nobody that we know, none of these people that are here are named. And then some synth patrollers. And then as you see, the vertibird is dropping in the Brotherhood. Now, you can actually win this fight for any of the factions just by shooting at them. Basically, if you even kill like one person, the other sides will eventually win. Now, I want to get through this as quickly as possible because while there are a lot of people marked as essential and all of them do run for cover, as he said, it is hard to tell. It is hard to make sure that everyone stays, like I said, they should stay alive. Now, since we are allied with everyone, everything that's going on here, obviously, we don't have to deal with because they all consider us an ally, right? So we can walk past all of these people. Ow! That was an oops. Yes, I got shot by one of them, but it wasn't. Oh, although I do see that some hostile targets has appeared, which is interesting. Alright. So here we are with the synths. Now, we need to deal with them. Now, I would like... There he is. There's the courser. Come here. Oh no! My courser died. Whatever shall I do?
Hi.
I can't believe you do that for us. Thank you.
Hey there.
You've given us another chance at life. We won't forget it.
Hey.
We'll get somewhere safe as soon as you're gone.
Hey.
Thank you for sparing us.
Alright. So yes, you can do it this way. You can also... I mean, here's the thing. You basically have 3 options with them. You can either do like I did, kill the courser. You can actually let the courser take them. That is another viable option. Heavy Brotherhood of Steel combat armor, eh?
I will limit the pain I inflict, if possible.
Brotherhood of Steel 60 armor. But anyway, yeah. So as you can see, killing the courser doesn't turn them hostile or anything. You can let the courser take the synths away as well. That is an actual option that you can use. And it still doesn't actually turn the railroad hostile to you. You can kill all the synths. Man, right, that what's his face must be here. But yeah, as you saw there, we do have... Now, I don't know, will it let me fast travel? It will, right, because they're not considered hostile to me. So yeah, now it says to speak to Father outside the CID words. Now, since we've fast traveled away, everyone should be... Like I said, everyone should be alright. There's a lot of them marked as essential. A lot of the named NPCs are marked as essential, and like... The, all of them should have ran for cover, so they should be fine. It's hard to tell. Am I crouched? Why do I feel short? Nope. I don't know why I feel short. Anyway, now we need to get onto the roof here, which is possible over here. Because I do believe that's where Father is. Although, how one gets on the roof, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe we do have to just go through the building. You know what, I'm just going to follow the quest marker. We may have to fight through, I think super mutants are in here. Actually, no, it might be raiders in here, but either way. What's up, Rito?
Engaging hostile life form.
Systems damaged.
Ah! Super mutants and synths.
Please stand still.
I do like how the synths are very polite, you know, like, please, stand still, so that I can kill you.
Primary sensor critically shutting down.
Thanks for leading me to the stairs, buddy. I think that body... Oh, that wasn't a body.
Following Institute protocol. Reactivating hostile. Greetings, sir. Scanning at full capacity. Subject identified.
Yeah, it looked like there was a body just like doing something weird there, but no, it was just a crouched and taking cover. I still don't know where to go in here. This place is a freaking mess, man. It says I'm on the right floor. That I need to go that way, but I can't go that way. Huh. Oh, is there another area that I can go up, maybe? It's been so long since we went through this place the first time. I can't even remember if the synths were here the first time, or if that's just because of the, obviously Father's here, he wouldn't want himself to get killed while waiting for me. No, no. Did I find the alternate door? I did, there we go. There was an alternate door, or another alternate pathway up. Now, here's where you can get banished from the Institute as well, depending on your answers to Father. Yeah? So we shall quick save.
Sean,
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
it's not so bad, really. People manage.
Perhaps, but at a cost too great to be worth it. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
They left me on ice. For 60 years.
They did. And for good reason. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
So it was you. You let me out.
Yes. It was my decision. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. I had no idea what kind of man you were, you see. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you, as it has everything else? Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
Yeah, the answer was yes, but not until not until it was literally the last thing I could do.
Well, here I am. Was it worth it?
I believe so. Soon, I hope. I hope you'll understand. Everything I've done has been for the future. A future which I hope is not in jeopardy after recent events. Bunker Hill did not go well for us. Would you care to explain what happened?
Yeah, so you can say that it's my fault or I let them go, in which case it does fuck you over out of the Institute. Doesn't matter, or ambush, though.
We were totally ambushed. They were waiting for us.
You can imagine that I find that very hard to believe, given that all the intelligence leading up to this indicated we'd taken them by surprise. Bunker Hill was to cement your place as a valuable asset to the Institute. It will now only raise suspicions. And to see the Brotherhood of Steel involved in this? They had no way of knowing what was going on. I will refrain from sharing the outcome with the directorate for the moment. Things are already in motion that this would only derail. Speaking of which, it's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
Alright. Now, it does say to attend the directorate meeting. We leveled up, though. Did I? I don't remember. I think I was just doing shit, like, with the criticals and whatnot, right? Yeah, the critical banker. So why not? Let's just finish that off. Now, this quest here, it actually does have a time limit, I do believe. So if you don't go there, you actually will not attend the meeting. And it'll end without you. Now, I think this is the last quest that we can do without... Yeah. Let me see. Okay, yeah. So this is the last railroad. Institute quest we'll be doing. It'll unlock X688 as a companion. And then next part, because I do believe this meeting does take a bit.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
Next part, we'll actually do a little bit more of the Brotherhood quest line. We should be able to... Now, I'm going to say finish off the Brotherhood quest line, but it's more like just like the Institute, we'll do as much as we can.
Let's get this directorate meeting over with before we...
Yeah. That's why I'm following you. Because I don't necessarily remember... Oh, this is where the meeting is. Okay. Do I, like, take a seat? Oh, what is this? Ah, well, I'll make sure to grab that after. Not gonna lie, I didn't really look up the Institute and what
Yes, what is
collectibles
it?
are in
Have you
there.
noticed any suspicious activity lately? Synths operating outside their protocols. Maybe a citizen expressing any controversial views.
Good, we're all
Is
here.
something wrong?
No,
I think it's time
we're
we
just
begin.
taking
Sir,
precautionary
excuse
measures
me,
in
but
light of
what
some
exactly is
recent
he doing here?
situations.
I will address that
If you
issue.
do notice anything,
But there are other
please be
subjects
sure
that
to
require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ao has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. We're still monitoring the increased activity around Fort Independence, but there are no immediate signs we should be concerned. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Excuse me, but sir, are you sure this is, well, the proper time to be discussing that? Considering, I mean, given all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
I don't remember.
It's all right. I wouldn't expect you to have. The project has been classified from the beginning. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
What kind of compromises?
We have at times had to rely on drawing power from above-ground installations. It risks personnel and equipment, but no longer. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Sounds like an important step.
Well, that's an understatement. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir.
Yes, Dr. Ao. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's way, he has proven more than capable of handling himself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
No!
Can't
Please,
be serious.
everyone, please. I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
You're dying?
I'm afraid so. A very aggressive form of cancer. Believe me when I say we've done everything we can. We can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my father as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Really?
How can you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
Humanity's future is taking root right here.
We don't usually welcome outsiders. I hope you can appreciate your good fortune.
Now, I do want to wait for them to all fuck off. Because I don't want them to randomly start talking in the middle
Perhaps
of a
someday our
conversation, as they
synths
tend
can
to do.
reclaim the Commonwealth.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once.
I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
I can do the job.
Of course you can. That's why I made the decision. There's no question that some of the directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead for all of us, but for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
Alright. So like I said, that's the last main Institute quest. I should have specified that main one. We do have 2 side quests to do. We have at least 1, but I need to find X688, and I have absolutely no idea where he is. Because with that quest complete, he should be available as a companion now. But I don't remember where he is. I want to say he chills outside your room, but that would also require me to remember where my room is, and I don't remember in between which.
Have you seen J522 around?
Nothing to report,
He didn't show
sir.
up for duty today, and I can't seem to find him.
Did you check robotics? He was probably scheduled for routine.
Let's see.
I thought so too, but he wasn't in the log, and everyone I've asked hasn't seen him.
Is this my room? I don't remember what my room is.
I'm worried something might have happened to him. No one knows where
I mean, it could be. I don't. Oh fuck! I forgot to pick up that holotape. Oh well. Okay, so this one probably not my room.
I fix one relay and 2 more start to fail. At least I'm not bored.
Okay.
What if something's wrong? Look
Oh
around.
wait,
Courser patrols have doubled.
mine was in a hallway, right? Like mine had a hallway attached to it, so it was like one of these rooms.
Do whatever you want. Just leave me out of it.
Alright, I don't know where he is then. Hang on. Let me find him. Let's see. Whoops. No, I don't want to search with my camera. Fallout 4, X6, 88. Location. Okay, that's weird. Anyway, he was definitely outside my room, but that was when he was showing me where it was, I guess. Not that he really showed me where it was, though, did he?
I wish
He was
you
just
could
kind of
have known
outside of it. Like, I don't think he took me there. Maybe he did. Anyway, we need to go to synth retention. That's where he is, which makes more sense considering,
Reporting status.
you know, Father didn't say anything about, like, hey, this guy is yours now.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth.
Ready for the next mission, sir?
Yup.
Let's move out.
Right behind you, sir.
Alright. So there we go. Now we have X688.
All systems nominal.
And like I said, we can't really complete the main quest now until after we've...
Good to see you.
Can't really complete any more main quests until we get his perk, since I do want his perk.
Synth unit, you were scheduled for maintenance duty in SRB last night. Anything you'd like to report?
Nothing to report, sir. I carried out my duties, as usual.
Dr. Ao saw you accessing a terminal. You know you are not permitted to access terminals in that section. Is Dr. Ao mistaken?
Yes. I mean, no, he's not. But I was only...
What is it? Were you or weren't you accessing a terminal in SRB?
I was, but I swear it's not what it sounds like. I was cleaning the terminal, and it switched on by mistake. I was just shutting it down.
Was that a stutter? Have you developed a defect, Unit? Maybe you need to be reset.
Sir, I assure you that won't be necessary. It won't happen again.
See that it doesn't. You don't want me to tell you twice. Now get back to your duties.
Alright, well, anyway. I think it's bioscience that we need to go to for the quest.
Please resist any urge you might feel to eat the specimens in the hydroponic garden.
From what I
Leo's been
hear,
trying to
that
teach me
rogue synth at
robotics.
Libertalia was a real menace.
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace.
Yeah, apparently everybody's heard that. What? No, hang on. I need to find somebody else then, because I don't think we're supposed to be able to get in there like that for this quest.
Dr. Watson doesn't think I'm Institute material. I'm gonna prove him wrong.
Newton Oberly, where the fuck would he be?
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Pardon me.
Institute scientist.
You have a lot to
Well, there's Max, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Theoretical limits are made to be broken.
Institute worker, Janet Thompson. Honest, wow, these are actually a lot of name characters that I'm pretty sure I didn't meet before, but most of them don't really do a whole lot anyway. Okay. I don't know where to find them. I mean, I guess he would be under in facilities, but I don't know. Do they have their own? Because I get like because it's bioscience, medical, right? Bioscience, robotics, synth retention, and advanced systems.
Father is more than just our leader. He is our
I mean,
creator.
it's a black guy in a yellow
Good to
lab
see
coat,
you.
which is helpful, at least to some degree.
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well...
Did I turn off the interferometer?
But I mean, how useful that is only determined by whether or not I can find them. I mean, if he's wearing a yellow lab coat, I don't think that he's in any of the things. Oh, is that?
Excuse me.
Nope, that was a woman with blonde hair.
For goodness sake, be reasonable.
Oh, here we go.
I know you can hear me. Now open this door. What's the use?
Okay, so I did have to leave and come back to start
What's going on?
Dr. Higgs and Dr. Loken have decided to protest your appointment as father's successor. They've taken control of the bioscience security systems and cut off our food supply.
That kind of insubordination can't be tolerated.
Have they made any demands?
Not yet, but I expect they'll demand that you renounce all ties to the Institute.
Maybe I can reason with them.
I believe I can help with that. I can unlock the maintenance tunnel that leads to the bioscience observation room. From there, you should be able to communicate with Higgs and Logan. If you can't reason with them, you can use this holotape to access the command functions on the observation room terminal. That should give you some options. Just please, try to talk to them first. Use violence only as a last resort.
Alright.
No way to pick this.
Right, he's gonna have
Give
to.
me a moment.
Yeah, no way to pick that, although we've already been
it's
through
unlocked.
that door, which is interesting. Alright, so there are multiple ways to solve this. You can...
Arm actuator.
You can just kind of bust your way in, obviously, and deal with them. I think you... Well, maybe not. I was gonna say I think you might be able to, like, pick the lock or open that door or something and get through that way, but I'm not 100%. Now we should be...
Shouldn't take long.
Should be fine to get through here, obviously.
I thought I heard something. Made it past the guards, Impressive.
Lawrence.
If you've come to change our minds, then you're wasting your time.
I know you're angry, but there's a better way to handle this.
Oh, you're wrong. You see, I've tried talking. For years, I've suggested that we do things differently here, but nobody listens. Let's see if anyone can afford to ignore me now.
Father believes in me. The least you can do is give me a chance.
How could you hope to lead us when you hardly know anything about what we do? I'm sure you mean well, but you must see that it's an impossible task.
Maybe, maybe not. All I'm asking is that you keep an open mind.
I'm sorry, but our minds are made up. Both Dr. Loken and I have resolved to stand our ground.
Can't you at least give me a chance?
A chance? What do you think, Max?
Even the most fastidious researcher must sometimes take a leap of faith. I say let's give it a try.
Very well, then. Open the door, and let's return to the fold.
Sid, abort command override and resume normal functions.
Alright, so as I said, you can hack into this terminal, and then I do believe that'll open up this door for you. You can also hack into the terminal and actually open up the pen with the gorillas, and they'll come out and lay waste to everybody. Oh, also, while I was dicking around, I did get the miscellaneous quest to check on Virgil. So we will do that at some point. And by at some point, I mean, like, you know, once we leave the Institute. We'll go and check on him. I don't remember if there's any, like, dialogue option or if it's just like, hey, go check on him. Because, you know, just to see that something's changed.
Newton.
Bravo. I admit I was fearing for the worst. But I can see that I underestimated you.
I'm just glad they listened to reason.
Indeed. There is one further matter to discuss. Obviously, some kind of disciplinary action must be taken here. The question of what form it takes is up to you.
Now, execute them. X6 doesn't like. Kicking them out, he really doesn't like. Which is weird considering he's dilated his dialogue before that it's unacceptable. Because no punishment he likes, and
put them on probation. Limit their access to quarters and non-working areas.
That's more than fair. I'll see to it that everyone's
See, and as you see, he
Good
loved that.
decision. Those men could still have a lot to contribute. They just need to learn their lesson.
I'll take that holotape back. I also wanted to offer you something as a more personal expression of gratitude. I know that your work often takes you to the surface where supplies are scarce. I gathered these items together for you. I think you'll find them useful.
Mentats and Jet, eh? Alright. How long have we been going? Well, I mean, the video is 40-some minutes long now, but I do have to cut out when I was doing that, so probably about a half hour or so. Alright. So with that, we'll end the part here. Next part, I'm going to have to do a little bit of looking because I think there's another Institute side quest that we can do. So we will either start with that, or if there isn't, then we'll start by going to check on Virgil, and then, as I said, we'll go back to the Brotherhood of Steel. I think we may have to go and give Sturgis the holotape, maybe, and then get a copy of it and give it to whoever the hell it was he wanted me to give it to. Oh, right, this was the other one. So yeah, we do have a couple more Institute side quests to do. But that'll be it for this part. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you on Wednesday for more.